Alright then my friends, so that is this project pretty much complete now. So what I thought I'd do is just a final little bit of testing. So I've opened up two incognito browsers so that there's no data stored in local storage, and I've opened these two browsers because I want you to imagine that I'm viewing these on two different computers halfway across the world from each other. I know they're both on my computer, but the same principle would apply. So if I first come to the chat room and type in a message, then by default, because there's no data in local storage, it's going to be a none that makes that message. And we see that over here. So this is working. But if then I update the name, if I say something like, okay, well now I am Sean, and update that, we see the name was updated to Sean. I can do that over here as well. I'm going to say Mario and update that. And we can see your name was updated to Mario. Now if I start to type messages like, hey, we see Mario and my message over here, hi again. Now we see Sean, so that works. Also, we can change rooms, so I could go to music over here and also music over here. Currently, there's no chats in music, but if I say something like, what is your fave Moby song? I can press enter. We're going to see that in both windows, and I can reply over here, and I'll say porcelain, of course. And then press enter, and we can see Mario made that reply. And these time things are working as well, which is nice. So all of this is successfully working, and it is a pretty nice little chat application. But there are certain things you could do to extend this and make it maybe a little bit better. Now they're beyond the scope of this tutorial series, but what I will do is give you a pointer in the right direction. So for example, you could add authentication to this application. Now, at the minute, we're using Firebase as a backend, right? And we're just using one of the features from Firebase, which is the Firestore database. But like I said before, Firebase comes with a whole suite of different services that we can use. And one of those is authentication. So it makes authentication quite simple when we use it, and we don't have to manually set up our own server and configure any kind of authentication flow ourselves. We just use their authentication service out of the box and plug it in to our application. Now, like I said, that's beyond the scope of this course, but what I will do is send you in the direction of my Firebase Auth tutorial, which has got 24 videos in total in that, so you can view that at this link, which I will leave attached to this lecture. So if you wanted to attempt to add some kind of authentication to this, you could maybe watch through this playlist where we make a mini application and take what you learn and maybe try to play around with it in this application as well. So that's one possibility that you could explore to extend this application.